Bidenomics slips on a banana peel. Let's take a look at the April 2024 jobs report and some forecasting. Hello, this is Chart GPT today. Here's the April 2024 jobs report. That's obviously for the month prior. This is May now, but I did give the April jobs numbers. I don't know if Bidenomics are slipping on a banana peel or just a beanbag there that's holding up the stand here. Anyway, let's get into the numbers. U.S. added just 175,000 jobs. That's way down from what was expected. Expected around 300,000-ish. And the February was revised downward, and March was revised slightly up, a net of 22,000 lower than previously reported. We thought we were getting a little upturn here, but now it looks like it's continuing to the downside in terms of the job picture. Of course, obviously that's causing the Fed to raise their eyebrows. We'll take a look at that here shortly. Taking a look at the actual rate, it's got climbed up to 3.9. It's starting to inch up here. So this is a problem for Bidenomics. He was trying to tout these low unemployment rates, and they're starting to creep up. Gets over the 4 mark, and people are going to start wondering. Hourly earnings continue to decline a little bit in terms of their upward movement, so they're almost in line with inflation. They had been lower than inflation, then it's slightly higher, and now they're about in line. So no one's gaining on the employment wage gap there. Of course, why? What it was is basically they blamed the government. They only added 8,000 jobs. They had been one of the key sources of new jobs, so that's an important point there. The difference between the establishment survey and household survey, one's from employers, one's from workers, it's still, the gap continues to widen, and the mystery continues. If you take a look at the what people are saying, the jobs aren't there, but employers are saying they are. So interesting point. And of course, this is on the back of the poor GDP report, 1.6% in the first quarter 2024, and so the economy is definitely starting to roll over. Not crashing, but starting to roll over, and of course the trend is the issue here. What does this mean for the market? Obviously, bad news is good news for the stocks because they smell interest rate cuts. So they're looking at now 2 rate cuts in 2024, which had been down only to 1, and in 2025 an additional 3. So this is interesting forecasting. Of course, this was a negative on the dollar, negative on commodity assets. Higher interest rates is going to put a damper on things. Oil was even broke 80. So this is where the markets are heading. We had our Fed fund rate prediction. We recently raised them to about 4%, depending on if there's a war or no war. Or that's still in the question here. It's a bit kind of tamed down, but I'm not sure it's tamed down. It's just kind of lulling here. So if we get that, if the Fed starts cutting, we could get to that 4%. We may even go lower. Let's get into some forecasting here. We use the 2-year here. We got 2 scenarios here. We're flagging to break higher. Some people think interest rates are going to break higher. I'm not so sure. Maybe later on, or we got perhaps a kind of a rising head and shoulders. Yes, you can have a head and shoulders on a trend line there, and this could indicate that the neck to the head there, good interest rates could drop to as low as 3% there if you take the negative scenario. Of course, you've seen our predictions there earlier in the previous chart. For those curious what the Fed is trying to do, take a look at the dual mandate written up by the AI, and take our online poll. Are we heading for a soft landing or a hard landing on this economy that's starting to trend down? Oh dear. Now don't forget to subscribe.